Welcome to the Sacred Prayers channel. We have prepared this miraculous prayer especially for you, so concentrate, take a deep breath, and join us on this incredible spiritual journey with our mighty God. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and type the name of the person you want to dedicate the blessings of this powerful prayer to in the comments right down here.
Dear brother, dear sister in faith, it is with all my heart that I bring to you this powerful invocation to the Virgin Mary, a celestial presence dedicated to showering blessings upon those who yearn for the solution to financial problems. And have no doubt that today you will be graced with a financial blessing. You know that your faith is your greatest strength. So, it's time to leave behind all doubts and embrace the certainty that abundance is the destiny mapped out for you as a beloved child of the Creator. Allow yourself to visualize blessed money entering your life and your deepest desires being fulfilled. And let the anticipation of gratitude fill your heart, for it is gratitude that attracts celestial blessings into your life. Remember, you are never alone. The Virgin Mary is attentive to your prayers, knows your dreams, and is ready to act. Your faith is the key that opens the doors to the financial miracles waiting for you. Before we begin, in the name of Master Jesus, mentor and spiritual guide of this work, I want to invite you to be part of our family of light. If you are not yet subscribed, all you need to do is subscribe to the channel, activate notifications, and leave your like so that this video reaches more people and blesses more lives. Leave your request to the Virgin Mary in the comments and put all your faith and your heart into the power of this prayer. Let's go to the prayer. Invocation to the Virgin Mary for an urgent financial miracle. Mary, 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 I invoke you so that with your power and wisdom you put a shield around me. I ask that all evil, poverty, and misery be banished from my life. I am now under your protection, and nothing, absolutely nothing, will be able to block my paths. O sublime Virgin Mary, may your light illuminate the path of my quest for an urgent financial miracle. At this sacred moment, I raise my voice in prayer, confident in your powerful intercession. I feel your presence calming my restless heart and filling my mind with the certainty that change is on the way. With unwavering faith, I declare that my financial problems are numbered. Just as dawn follows the darkness of night, I know that the light of solution will shine upon me. In every word spoken, in every thought of hope, I feel the energy of transformation manifesting. You, Virgin Mary, are the messenger of divine blessings, and I open my being to receive the blessed money flowing towards me at this very moment. I visualize the doors of abundance opening before me, opportunities flowing like a mighty river, and difficulties disappearing into the mist of the past. With each breath, I feel closer to the manifestation of my financial desires. The certainty of resolving my problems echoes in my soul like a powerful mantra. I believe that God conspires in my favor, bringing to my life the opportunities, resources, and solutions I so need. Nothing is impossible for those who trust in their own capacity for overcoming and in celestial assistance. The strength of my faith is like an anchor that keeps me steady, even in the face of the financial storms that arise. With every step I take towards my goal, I feel divine support by my side. I feel that God is by my side. I feel that Mary is by my side. Mary, 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 I invoke you so that with your power and wisdom you put a shield around me. I ask that all evil, poverty, and misery be banished from my life. I am now under your protection, and nothing, absolutely nothing, will be able to block my paths, Virgin Mary. I entrust you with my worries and anxieties, knowing that you are the guardian of my hopes. With the wings of your protection, I rise above earthly concerns and dive into the certainty that my request has been heard and will be granted. I allow your sacred energy to guide my steps towards the abundance that awaits me. Each word of this prayer is a seal of trust, a contract with God, and announces my victory over financial difficulties. Blessed money is on its way, bringing with it the tranquility I so desire. I feel blessed and grateful for this journey of transformation and am about to embark on it. Beloved Virgin Mary, accept my gratitude for hearing my words and for responding to the call of my heart. I wrap myself in your protective light, carrying the certainty that my financial problems are being dissolved and blessed money is on its way. This is my truth. This is my reality. Divine Virgin Mary, celestial being of resplendent light, hear my words flowing from the deepest essence of my being. Amidst the vicissitudes of life, I stand before you with humility and fervor, seeking your intercession at this crucial moment of my journey. Allow me, through this invocation, to envelop myself with your benevolent energy, embracing the certainty of an urgent financial miracle unfolding before my eyes. Mary, 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 I invoke you so that with your power and wisdom you put a shield around me. I ask that all evil, poverty, and misery be banished from my life. I am now under your protection, and nothing, absolutely nothing, will be able to block my paths. O Virgin Mary, may your name be like a song of hope in the confines of the universe. May your luminous presence dispel the clouds of uncertainty that hover over my mind. You, who are the bearer of divine wisdom, I entrust you with my desires, my worries, and my dreams, fully convinced that you are attentive to the cry of my heart. In moments of challenge, I recognize that it is faith that raises valleys, that turns tears into radiant smiles. On this altar of words and feelings, I raise the flag of my unwavering faith. I believe, with the depth of my convictions, that God conspires in my favor. Every star in this vast universe, in this night sky, is a reminder of the brilliance that exists within me, of the divine spark that connects me to the entire cosmos. Virgin Mary, I implore that your blessed wings envelop me like a cloak of prosperity. May your wisdom guide me in financial decisions so that I may walk a path filled with opportunities and achievements. Teach me to use resources wisely, to sow with generosity, and to welcome with gratitude, knowing that abundance is my natural destiny. Through this prayer, I visualize the doors of financial success opening before me. I see myself walking confidently towards a future where all my needs are effortlessly met. The words urgent and impossible fade away, giving place to the certainty that divine timing is perfect and the miracle I seek is already on its way. Virgin Mary, allow me to feel your presence in every coin I touch, in every bill I exchange, in every financial transaction I receive, in every negotiation I conduct. Inspire me to take courageous actions, to face challenges with determination, and to remain resilient in the face of adversity. May your energy of abundance flow in all areas of my life, transforming every aspect into a manifestation of divine love. In this juncture of prayer and connection, I feel enveloped by a cloak of certainty and gratitude. I know, with all my soul and spirit, that blessed money is flowing towards me at this very moment. Each word spoken, each feeling vibrated, is an invitation to the universe to manifest the change I so deeply desire. With a heart full of faith, I declare that I am open to receiving the financial blessings destined for me. I thank in advance for all the gifts that are on their way. I firmly believe that, by closing this prayer, I open the space for the manifestation of the urgent financial miracle in my life. Virgin Mary, my devotion to you is eternal. I thank you for hearing my words, for feeling my intentions, and for guiding my steps towards the abundance that is mine by divine right. And this prayer echoed in the universe as a hymn of hope and confidence, sealing the pact of faith. In this fervent prayer, I extend my hands to the sky, pleading for the divine intercession of the Virgin Mary, the guiding star on my journey towards prosperity. In my heart, I nurture the unwavering belief that, under her sacred protection, every step I take is blessed, every decision is illuminated by her infinite wisdom. My soul, immersed in hope and divine love, witnesses the unfolding of miracles, watching the universe conspire in favor of my dreams. In the shadow of your celestial presence, Virgin Mary, I find refuge and strength. In the face of adversities, your light is the beacon that guides me, dispelling the shadows of doubt and fear. I trust that, through your maternal love, barriers are broken, paths are opened, and prosperity flows into my life like rivers overflowing with blessings. Your compassion, a cloak that envelopes me, brings comfort to my spirit, teaching me to face each challenge with courage and serenity. Under the mantle of the Virgin Mary, my faith strengthens, transforming obstacles into steps, each one elevating me higher, closer to the heavens, closer to achieving the spiritual and material fulfillment I so desire. With each prayer, I feel the vibration of divine love permeating my being, attracting to my life the abundance that is promised to all God's children. I thank you, O Heavenly Mother, for being the voice that calms the inner storms, for being the hand that guides my steps in the right direction. In this sacred dialogue with the Virgin Mary, I renew my faith and my determination to move forward, confident in the realization of my dreams. Each word uttered in this prayer is a link of connection with the divine, strengthening my spirit and shaping my reality according to the will of the Creator. Aware of the power of prayer, I keep my heart open, receptive to the wonders that heaven has reserved for me. In the certainty that the Virgin Mary intercedes for me, I entrust to her every worry, every longing for financial security and stability. With humility, I ask that her blessings illuminate my path, that her wisdom guide my choices, so that I may be an instrument of her peace and love in the world. Through this spiritual connection, I feel empowered to transcend human limitations, embracing a future filled with limitless possibilities. May each gesture of generosity, each act of kindness, be multiplied under the grace of the Virgin Mary, spreading the light of prosperity and love wherever I go. May my life be a living testimony of her mercy and her intercessory power. May, with each dawn, I celebrate the new opportunities that present themselves, recognizing them as signs of divine love manifesting in my existence. Thus, with a heart overflowing with gratitude and eyes fixed on the infinite goodness of the Virgin Mary, I continue on my journey, knowing that every step is guided by celestial light. Firm in the conviction that divine help is always present, I recognize each blessing received as a miracle, an act of love from the universe. With renewed faith, I proclaim my readiness to receive the infinite graces destined for me, confident that, under the watch of the Virgin Mary, I shall want for nothing. In the celestial harmony that envelopes this moment of prayer, I feel the consoling presence of the Virgin Mary, who, like a loving mother, welcomes each plea and transforms every tear into a smile of hope. Her sacred mantle, woven with threads of compassion and mercy, is the refuge where I find peace and security, a fortress against the adversities of the world. With every beat of my heart, I reaffirm my commitment to live according to divine teachings, inspired by her purity and her unwavering faith. In the sacred silence that settles after each word of prayer, I realize the magnitude of Mary's love for all her children. She, the star of the sea, guides me through turbulent waters to safe harbors, illuminating my path with the light of celestial wisdom. In this ocean of uncertainties, her star shines brighter, a beacon of hope that never fades, even on the darkest nights. Through the example of the Virgin Mary, I learn about the strength of silent faith, one that speaks louder through actions than words. She teaches me to sow love where there is hatred, to offer forgiveness where there is injury, and to spread faith where there is doubt. Under her guidance, each challenge becomes an opportunity for spiritual growth, each trial, a step in the climb to personal and spiritual realization. With my gaze turned to the infinite, I see life as a fertile field for the practice of kindness and generosity, knowing that, under the watchful eye of the Virgin Mary, no gesture of love goes unnoticed. She, the mother of all, teaches the importance of extending a hand to the needy, of sharing the blessings received, and of walking with humility and gratitude, recognizing the divine presence in every being. On this spiritual journey, each step is a prayer, each breath, a song of praise to the Virgin Mary, who intercedes ceaselessly for us before the divine throne. Her love is the shield that protects me, her grace, the food that nourishes my soul, her wisdom, the guide that directs my walk. With a heart full of faith, I raise my hands to the sky, in total surrender to the divine will, trusting that, under the blessing of the Virgin Mary, I am led to the fullness of life. In the quietude of this sacred encounter with the Heavenly Mother, I renew my strength and hope, lulled by the certainty that, by her side, no dream is unreachable, no goal too distant. With Mary as my guide, each day is a new chance to live fully, to love without measure, and to make my life a masterpiece of faith, love, and service to others. Thus, following the luminous example of the Virgin Mary, I commit myself to be a beacon of light for those walking in shadows, to be a source of comfort for troubled hearts, and to be an instrument of peace in a world in need of hope. May my life be a reflection of her infinite love, and through my words and actions, may I bring a piece of heaven to earth, honoring the sacred mission entrusted to me. As I delve deeper into this journey of communion with the Virgin Mary, Each life experience is transmuted into a divine lesson, each choice revealed as a step towards the light emanating from her eternal presence. She, the Queen of Heaven, teaches me to face life's vicissitudes with serenity and confidence, always reminding me that, even in the most violent storms, there is a sublime force that sustains and guides us. In the sweetness of her celestial gaze, I find the inspiration to overcome moments of weakness and discouragement. Her invisible presence, but intensely felt, is the balm that heals the wounds of the soul, the light that dispels the darkness of despair. Under her loving vigilance, I am reminded that every moment of pain is also an invitation to grow, to expand the horizons of my faith, and to strengthen my spirit in the forge of adversity. In this silent dialogue with the Mother of God, I learn the true meaning of surrender. To surrender does not mean to passively resign oneself to the whims of fate, but rather to actively trust in the divine wisdom that orders the universe. It is to recognize that, amid the apparent chaos of existence, there is a higher order, a plan of love that is gradually revealed to us as we open our hearts to Mary's guidance. With Mary as the guiding star, I discover that true power resides in humility, in the ability to serve others, to love without expecting anything in return. She teaches me that true greatness is not measured by wealth or success, but by the depth of love we are capable of offering to the world. In every act of charity, in every word of comfort, in every shared smile, Mary is present, weaving the fabric of God's kingdom in the heart of humanity. Under her protection, I am called to be a messenger of peace, a bearer of divine light in a world thirsting for hope. Mary shows me that every act of kindness, no matter how small, is an echo of her maternal love, a spark of the divinity that resides in each of us. Encouraged by her example, I commit to walking through life with eyes fixed on the good, with a heart open to compassion, and with hands extended in gestures of fraternity. Thus, on this continual spiritual pilgrimage, guided by the benevolent hand of the Virgin Mary, each day becomes an opportunity to live more fully the gospel of love. With her by my side, every challenge is transformed into victory, every tear into joy, every fear into courage. And in this journey, I am constantly reminded that, through faith and love, it is possible to bring heaven to earth, making life a constant prayer, a perpetual hymn of praise to the magnificent work of God manifested in Mary, the morning star that announces the dawn of a new day, filled with grace, peace, and infinite beauty. On this spiritual path, illuminated by the immaculate example of the Virgin Mary, each step is a reflection, a moment of introspection and connection with the divine. Mary, in her infinite wisdom and compassion, teaches me to look beyond appearances, to perceive the presence of God in the small wonders of everyday life, in the beauty of creation, in the simplicity of a gesture of love. She reminds me that holiness is within everyone's reach, that it only takes a pure heart and the willingness to follow the divine call, to transform the ordinary into the extraordinary. Under the guidance of the Virgin Mother, I learn to value silence, to find in its sacred spaces the voice of God whispering words of hope and direction. The silence, which Mary so well cultivated in her heart, becomes for me a refuge, a place of meeting with my true self, where I can hear more clearly the call from above. It is in this reverent silence that I feel most deeply the consoling presence of Mary, guiding me through the valleys of uncertainty to the mountains of faith. Mary, with her unwavering faith and her total trust in divine providence, is the model of surrender I seek to emulate. She teaches me that, even in the face of the incomprehensible, of that which transcends human reason, it is possible to say yes to God with a full and open heart. Mary's yes is a beacon that illuminates my own journey, encouraging me to welcome with love and trust the divine designs, even when they lead me down unknown paths. In the company of Mary, every life experience becomes an act of faith, a proof that divine love is the most powerful force in the universe. With her, I learn the art of patience, the virtue of perseverance, the beauty of humility. Mary shows me that, by living these virtues, by making my life a testimony of the gospel, I can aspire to a holiness that is not distant or unattainable, but rather a palpable reality, woven day by day through choices made with love. And so, inspired by the Virgin Mary, my journey becomes a ceaseless quest for holiness, a burning desire to mirror in my life the light that emanates from her. Every action, every word, every thought is imbued with the intention to honor this sublime model of devotion and love to God. Mary, the star of the sea, not only guides my journey but also teaches me to be a beacon for others, to radiate the light of Christ that she so perfectly reflected. Therefore, I continue my spiritual pilgrimage, now more aware of Mary's loving presence at every step of the way. With her as guide and teacher, the path becomes clearer, the burdens lighter, the joys more intense. In her company, I am constantly reminded of God's closeness, His infinite mercy, and His desire for all of us, His children, to walk towards the light. On this sacred course, accompanied by the Virgin Mary, each day is a new opportunity to grow in grace, to advance on the journey of faith, and to live, with every breath, the holiness of the divine call. As the journey unfolds under the guidance of the Virgin Mary, every moment of contemplation becomes a window to the infinite, an invitation to dive deeper into the mysteries of divine love. With Mary as intercessor, the closeness of the divine becomes a tangible reality, easing the weight of trials and illuminating the path with the promise of hope and renewal. Her example of unbreakable faith and submission to God's will serves as a beacon, guiding me through life's storms towards a harbor of peace and spiritual security. On this spiritual journey, Mary teaches me the art of total trust in God, to surrender myself without reservations into His loving arms, assured that every circumstance, no matter how challenging it appears, is orchestrated by divine hands for my growth and well-being. Through her maternal intercession, I am reminded that there is no need to fear the future, for, under the protection of the Heavenly Mother, I am safe, and God's love is the foundation on which I can build my life. With Mary, prayer transforms into dialogue, an intimate conversation with heaven, where words are often replaced by the silence of the heart, a silence filled with love and adoration. She shows me that, in the quietude of this sacred encounter, I can find the strength to face adversities, the wisdom to discern the right path, and the courage to move forward, even when the journey is arduous. Mary also reveals the beauty of selfless service, inspiring me to look beyond myself, to see Christ in others, especially in those most in need. She nurtures in my heart a deep compassion, a burning desire to serve and love without measure, reminding me that, in serving others, I am serving God. Under her tutelage, I learn that true happiness and fulfillment are found not in the accumulation of possessions or in the pursuit of honors, but in the simple act of giving oneself to others, reflecting God's love through acts of kindness and mercy. As I advance, guided by the luminous star of Mary, I feel compelled to deepen my commitment to the spiritual life, to cultivate a more intimate relationship with God, and to live each day more fully in the Spirit. Mary, with her gentle presence, continues to be the star that guides me, the mother who comforts me, and the teacher who instructs me in the ways of grace and holiness. Thus, on this journey with Mary, each step is an affirmation of faith, each act of love a prayer, each day an opportunity to grow in the likeness of Christ. She, the purest of creatures, becomes the model and the means by which I seek to attain the fullness of Christian life, living not for myself, but for God, in a total surrender that transforms every moment into a testimony of the infinite love that surrounds us and guides us on our earthly pilgrimage. In the light of this divine guidance, under the protection of Mary, the spiritual journey unfolds with even greater depth, revealing dimensions of divine love previously unimaginable. With Mary as guide, the experience of faith transcends the ordinary, rising to a plane where every moment of existence is imbued with the presence of God. She, who is the Ark of the New Covenant, teaches me to harbor the divine word in my heart, to meditate on it day and night, allowing its truths to shape my life and actions. On this path, accompanied by the Mother of God, I discover the transformative power of praying the Rosary. Mary introduces me to this practice as a meditative journey through the mysteries of Christ's life, where each Hail Mary becomes a step towards a deeper union with the divine. The Rosary, far from being a mere repetition of words, reveals itself as a mosaic of contemplation, a tapestry woven with the threads of sacred memory, inviting me to enter into the mysteries of God's redeeming love and to live those mysteries in the simplicity of my daily life. Under the loving tutelage of Mary, every aspect of my life is gradually transformed. She teaches me to find God in joys and sorrows, in successes and failures, reminding me that everything can be offered to God as an act of love and sacrifice. Mary, in her humility and obedience, exemplifies total surrender to God, showing that, even in the most challenging situations, God's grace is sufficient, His strength is made perfect in our weakness. With Mary, I learn the invaluable worth of purity of heart and intention. She, the all-pure, illuminates the path to true inner freedom, a freedom that arises from the renunciation of ego, from detachment from earthly goods, and from the ceaseless pursuit of God's will. Mary teaches me that to be free is to be fully available to God, to respond with a joyful and unreserved yes to His call, regardless of where it may lead me. In the company of Mary, each day becomes an opportunity to advance on the path of holiness. She invites me to live with a higher purpose, to be light for the world and salt for the earth, to be a reflection of Christ's love for all those who cross my path. Inspired by her example of living an active faith, I am called to be an instrument of God's peace, a bearer of hope, a sign of the heavenly kingdom already present among us. Thus, guided by the morning star, Mary, my spiritual journey is a constant pilgrimage towards the heart of God, a path marked by the beauty of surrender, the power of prayer, and the joy of service. With Mary as a companion on the journey, each step is enriched with the awareness that, in God, all things are possible, and that, united to Him, our life becomes an offering of love, a hymn of eternal gratitude to the Creator, who called us into existence and invites us to participate in the fullness of His life and love.